Y'all, let's play some pickleball. Just now, I guess a little over a week and a half ago, it was Barb and I. Look at Barb showing up here on the camera. Look at me showing up on the camera. We're about to play a round robin. I think I've got 6 games still to record. I'm going to try to crank through them. Who was those lovely humans? Well, there's one lovely human, and then there's Young. His partner on this day was Amy. And it's Young. They're going to take the far side, which in the HCC bylaws means that they will serve first. South side serves first at HCC. It is a round robin. It's Sammy's classic game. It is a mixed game Monday mornings. I have got the pleasure of Barb on my team and the displeasure of Young and Amy firing against us, probably on all cylinders on this game. Young's a solid player. I think Amy's a little newer to the game, but she's learning quick and is good. Barb is a previous tennis professional teacher, I believe, and a fantastic pickleball player. Let's see what happens. First of all, Young fires a great serve very deep. Barb with no problem. But they have earned their way to the net, and we will get to the dinking game on the first point. Looks like we're handling things just fine. A little lob. Mr. Young, over his middle to his left side is not the perfect place to make the lob. If obviously it was a little bit deeper or higher, it would have been fine. But Young was able to jump up and grab that. It is rally scoring. If you notice that Amy is now serving, Young is no longer serving, even though they won the point. Standard scoring, he would slide over and serve, but not in this case because it's rally scoring. Young, being the lefty, is always going to be, as we look from the camera, on the left side, and Amy will probably always be on the right unless they take a timeout. And change sides. Same for us. Boy, I'm really talkative today. Me, about to hit the ball right there. Really nice deep shot by Amy. Man, I hit that ball hoy, and then unfortunately, also not very deep, and Young took care of business hitting it away. We will rally score as well, so that's Barb that'll stay here on the bottom right of your camera, and I will stay on the bottom left side of the camera. I think they've got 2. I think we've got 1. Let's see what happens the rest of this game. Hopefully we claw our way back. We're going to play to 21 by 1. I'm protecting the middle there, which I like. Barb's played quite a bit. She knows how to play there, so any shot that's on one side wide, the person on that side, their job is primarily to protect the line, and then the other person is to protect the middle. So let's see how we do this game. A little high. Came across to me, and I punish Young for it. Young's a very nice guy. He needs a new hat. That hat is worn, to say the least of it. It is nearly falling apart. But what are you going to do? If you're a homeless person, you can only afford so much for your chapeau, what dons your coif. You can't be too picky. Not being too picky, they want another point. I get a weird backhand thing, but it was effective. It was deep. Young's trying to get a 5th shot drop. Amy hits a little high. Young fights it off, but ends up with another pop-up, and I'm able to put it away. It's the kind of strategy we employ here. Good deep serve. Solid return by Young. Just got a little on top of it. Deep return makes that 3rd shot drop so much harder. So good job for Young there. This time he drives. That ball just hopped up a little high. He was able to drive it. Unable to handle the drive. We're at the level here. I'm just going to guess that the gameplay here is, I know what I am. I'm 4-4-5. I've got 1,200 games in Duper. I don't always play that way, and I always play to my competition. So I say, I think Young's every bit as good as me. Some people would say he's better, maybe. I don't really know. But he's a solid player. He might, the only thing I'd say is, like most of us in the middle 4s, is consistency is the number one thing we have to work on. Probably that's the case for him as well. Barb is super steady, probably similar there. I think Amy is a little newer to it. You're going to see she's not quite as fluid with her shots, but her form's really good. Watch her there. Her paddle's up and ready. Makes a good 2-handed backhand. Anyway, that's what I kind of think our dupers are at. So you'll see a mixture of game styles and skills as we go. But no matter what your level is, as long as it's not a pro level, I bet there's things you can pick up by watching this video. Hopefully, Amy and Young and Barb watch this themselves and figure out maybe one way to improve their game. That's most of the reason I do that and also to watch myself play, figure out what I'm doing wrong. I hope to improve. That is a short serve. You can see I really cut it. When I cut it like that, it's not going to bounce as much, plus it's going to slide to her left, which is more towards her backhand. So I should employ that maybe once or twice a game just to do it. More than anything, just screwing around. What a nice pump there, but I'm going to watch this again. She comes up, ready for it across the middle, and just attacks it, but doesn't just attack it anywhere. She puts it right going down and in between, I mean, perfectly. split the opponents where they're both reaching for it, and that's almost always a recipe for a rally winner. So well done, Barb. Well executed protection of the middle. I go a little bit deeper with a pretty hard serve, and I go drop. The drop's a little high, but not bad, and Young makes a really nice drive. I'm somehow able to get it. Now a couple resets from Barb. Oh, just barely missed that next one. We fought that hitting from the middle part of the court, right? Not at the kitchen, not at the baseline, just trying to reset. It's really a part of the game that I think is one of the best things to practice. We had 3 or 4 good shots from there, but the 5th was just one too many. They've got a big advantage. Look at that firefight. That ball is deep. Nice little firefight at the net. We happen to come up a little bit of the winner. This game will be played to 21 by 1. I'm over there screwing around. What do I have on? What am I wearing today? Oh, that's I think it's my Simpsons shirt. I think it's got like a couple thousand characters from the Simpsons show. I think he fired wide there. Yep, that gave us our 11 points. So we'll switch at 11. Again, we're playing to 21 by 1. It's like the sun came out. Suddenly it seems a little brighter. Bryony Ridge to serve. Put it on our backhand. I kind of like that. I go drive. Young has no problem with it. A little high. Young was able to hit that down towards Barb's feet. I like how she got out of her. Didn't hit it too low. Didn't let it bounce where she was going to be in trouble. Just not able to lift a fairly difficult shot from Young there. Amy decides to go with the power shot. The net is up to the task because she hit a little bit low. Now she goes to my back and right on my feet, which is a really good choice. Nice little dink there by the young Amy. Just out. I was curious about how much so I could calculate for the next shot. Man, I'm doing a lot of chops. I really don't like that. And that's death. I live and die by that shot. This time it's a death shot because I brought them up. I try to do a little dead dink where they're not able to get to it. A little lucky net court, but really well helped me. We're having a good play here. Let's see if Barb, instead of accelerating, she goes lob. She makes them both go back, and they're both kind of going back at the same time. So I think it's just maybe communications could have been better on their side. I think either one of them could return it, but since they both kind of went for it, they weren't able to really. They're probably a little bit afraid of hitting each other. Man, another cut. I just don't like that employ. That's fine. I like that shot. Probably a little aggressive. I think this isn't too high. Let's see how she is. That's going to be waist high. I think that's at least yellow-greenish to go. She should probably go either right at Barb or to the left of Barb where there's some room. She just gets on top of it and hits in that. So good try, Amy. But the next one you get. Barb to serve. There she is. I go third shot, drop to his backhand. I like it. We got a little lucky. One ball hopped off the net. Often that wins the point, but sometimes it pops up where it's easy for the opponents to hit it. It was more the latter that time. Let's see what Barb does. Third shot drop is good. Young's pretty tall. It was a mediocre third shot drop, I think, in reality, and enough for him to come across and hit. Barb takes that. She's mad at me, apparently. I didn't hit the ball in that. Why are you mad at me? Why would you hit at me? It happens. It came off her paddle weird. And hit it her partner. I probably deserve it for all of my mediocre play. Mediocre might be strong. I do this a little bit, so I'm lifting the ball, but at the same time you see me kind of slice. This game I've got a really habit of slicing. If I keep that paddle more flat and square and just make it an easier shot, I should be rolling it if anything. I don't mind flat, I don't make a roll, but I certainly don't like cutting at the ball like that. It just makes it harder, and it really does nothing for me. You could say, hey, it's going to bounce a little differently, but who cares? It's a soft shot. The bounce is immaterial. Barb digs out a short serve. Young finds the net on the drive. Rally winner, us. Every point counts. Every rally counts for points in rally scoring. There's what you want. You want free points. Not able to get the serve in. Do I drive, Barb? Nice. Nice little reset by me. We get to the dinking game. Man, I remember this. Just unlucky. We're going to see it again, not to make her relive it, but there's nothing intentional here, right? I hit a shot directly at Young, hard, kind of at his waist. He does a great job getting the paddle on it. It just happens to hit square on young Barb. It hit right on the bridge of her nose. She wears glasses, so it really rung her up a little bit. I went and got some ice. We're going to zip right through all this stuff and continue play a few minutes down the road. Unfortunate, obviously, no intent. It just happens. Some people hit it aggressively at people, which is fine as long as you don't hit high. That wasn't the case here in any way, shape, or form. just a paddle, quick reflex by Young that happened to just be unlucky and caught Barb. She lived through it. I saw her the next week, so she did not have some type of brain damage that caused some type of, drive home at the way home, drive off the 275 bridge. She is fine and dandy, looks glorious as always, lived through it, and all was fine. But she did get square in the middle of the face, right on the bridge of her nose, and I think it hit her glasses as well, so it kind of rang her up a little bit much. Man, I'm hitting everything with a cut. I have to stop doing that. Barb's, with her concussion, which she didn't have a concussion, her lob was a little long. In a regular mental state, man, she would never miss that shot. My backhand's okay. Keep him back, Barb, really good. Let it go out. If they hit it out, let them hit it out. Some people say unforced error. If you hit a ball that's going out, it's not technically an unforced error, but God bless, it really should be, because the opponents just tried to give you a point, and you said no thank you. I would rather continue the rally instead of taking the point. The best case for a rally is to get the point. If they give you the point, why not just take it? Good drive by. That's the end of the game. We live for it. Barb, sorry you got rung on the nose. Miss Amy, Mr. Young, thanks much for the game. We will see you on future Monday. Thanks for playing. Ciao.